Call from
Gecko, pick up my fucking phone call.
All right, I picked up your phone call. What now?
How is your relationship with your father?
What are you're doing like the Jigsaw voice?
Is that what it is?
I don't know. Why are you asking me what it is? It's your voice.
It is. Why are you evading the question?
I'm not evading the question. I'm trying to have
You
a
are
conversation
evading, Gecko.
with you. You know, because even I don't do that. I won't start off. I'll start off. You know what? At least I'll start off talking to you. I'll acknowledge that you exist first, and then I'll do the question.
I'm very sorry. I apologize. It was very rude of me and inconsiderate. I apologize. How are you, Gecko?
No. Listen, man. I think we got listen, man. What's your name?
Jesus Christ.
Listen, Jesus Christ. I think we got off to the wrong foot here. I think that I don't think that needed to happen. I think that you seem like a pleasant human being, and I think that we can do this over correctly.
I wholeheartedly agree, Gecko.
What is your relationship like with your father?
You know, I like to think it's pretty normal. It's not too bad. Could be better. Could be worse. It's just how it is.
In what ways do you think it could be better?
I could be a 40-year-old man, and my dad could be 70, and we could still be in the backyard throwing baseballs. I think that'd be absolutely wonderful.
Well, how old are you now?
Right now, I am at 32.
All right, so in 8 years, you can go back and live with your dad, and you guys can play baseball together, and that will be great. I mean, here's the thing about the thing that you want to happen is that it physically can't happen for another. The conditions of your dream require you to be 40 years old, right?
That is correct, yes.
And you will not be 40 years old for 8 more years. So, you just kind of have to be patient with this one.
That is absolutely true. You know what? Honestly, I think it's more of a drive to live. It gives me something to look forward to at the end of the tunnel. You know what I'm saying, Gecko?
Oh, I absolutely hear what you're saying. I think that it's good to have goals. It's good to have things like that to look forward to, or else life just becomes like, what am I even waking up every day for? Unless if I don't have this dream of playing baseball with my dad at 40 years old.
Exactly.
When you're only 32. You have so much more to live for.
I could not agree more, Gecko. So how is your relationship with your father?
I'll talk to you soon, Jesus Christ. You have a good rest of the night.
Okay.
Therapy Gecko's on the line, taking your phone calls every night. Therapy Gecko's doing it right, teaching you how to live your life, but he's not really an expert.
call from Morgan.
Morgan.
Okay, oh, hi.
Hey.
I was looking for a bit of therapeutic advice, Mr. Geck. I was hoping you could help me out.
I can promise absolutely nothing. I can promise no satisfaction with therapeutic advice, but I can promise you that I will do my best to provide it.
Okay, that's all I need.
Am I on speakerphone right now?
You are. Would you prefer to not be?
Yeah, it's a little bit easier to hear you.
Yeah. Okay, so basically, I've been in love with this boy for probably 13 years now. And I've kind of just been chasing him forever, and he's actually sitting next to me right now. And I just have to. I just don't really know what to do in this situation.
You are in love with a boy for 13 years. You've been chasing him. Are you guys together?
I have. No,
as a
we're
couple?
not. We are not as a couple.
So you're just friends.
We are just friends.
And you would like to be more than friends.
Yeah.
And does he know this?
I think so. I just said it to his face.
And how did he respond?
He's laughing. I think he's really nervous because he knows you're prone to talking to other people on the phone.
Oh, of course I'm going to want to talk to him.
Oh, of course.
But before we do that, I mean, this is I'm very curious about the nature of this relationship. I mean, first of all, 13 years. How old are you guys?
We're 21.
I mean, 13 years, that's a long time. That means that you've known each other since you were 8. My math
Yep.
correct? So I feel like by now he has to know that you have romantic feelings for him.
I hope so.
Let me talk to him real quick.
Sure. Oh, please hang up. He said he'll hang up.
He said he'll hang up if you give me the phone, if I give him the phone.
Yeah, he's pretty shy. But we have a mutual friend here if you'd like to talk to our mutual friend who's been, observant of this thing for quite a while.
Sure, I'll talk to the mutual friend.
Fabio.
Hello?
Hey man, what's your name?
I'm Fabio.
Fabio, what the hell's going on, dude?
All right, okay. So I met both of these two in 7th grade, and from then on, she's been chasing after him, but he's always just been like, no. But now, recently, we kind of just started talking to Morgan a little bit, and we've been playing video games, and every now and then we just hung out. And then she came back from college. So now she's kind of just living here, and we're kind of just chilling, all of us. And both of them, honestly, recently, they both have gone very close, and they've hung out alone together. What, 1 or 2 times now? Yeah.
What? Only 1 or 2 times?
Yeah, 1 or 2 times.
She's but she is claiming she's been in love with him for 13 years.
Has.
They've only hung over the 13 years that she's been in love with him.
Look.
They've hung out alone 1 or 2 times.
Look, he was. Hold on, how do I? It was. He was the base mold of every other boyfriend that she's had.
So every other boyfriend she's had is just her trying to substitute him.
Yes, exactly.
So what's his deal? Is he look, I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know what she sees in him at this point. I mean, he seems very shy and bashful.
He is, yes. He's just
Maybe she likes that he's sweet and sensitive.
Maybe. Also his hair.
I bet he does have nice hair.
He does. It's very fluffy.
So I mean, I don't know. What do you make of all this?
I mean, I'm fine with it. If that's them. If they want to be together, that's okay.
Let me talk to what's her name again?
Her name is Morgan.
Morgan. Let me talk to Morgan again.
All right. Nice meeting you, man.
Nice meeting you too, dude.
Hello?
Listen, Morgan. I think you should stop chasing this guy.
Okay.
I mean, look, I really wanted to talk to him on the phone. In fact, can I talk to him on the phone?
I can try again.
All right, try again.
Please. Pretty, please. Chris, it's just the internet. No one cares about the internet.
Morgan.
Chris.
Morgan.
Yeah.
Morgan, you there? Look, Morgan.
Yes.
See right there? I tried to get Chris to talk on the phone with me. He didn't want to do it. You know what I'm going to do, Morgan?
Yeah. What?
I'm going to move on.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You feel me on this?
I understand. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
You picking up what I'm putting down? I tried to get him to move on. I tried. Look, I tried. I even tried twice to get him to, but he made it clear to me that he's not interested in speaking on the phone. And look, there's a lot of other people calling in. There's a lot of other people out in the world. For me to talk on the phone with. Morgan.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, sure, Chris might have some qualities about him that I'd really like to talk to him about, but there's all these other people that probably have really interesting things to talk about that I can talk to on the phone. And so instead of, I'm not going to sit here and try with all my might to get Chris to talk with me on the phone, but instead I'll look forward to all the other possible people out there are to talk with on the phone.
Yeah, that's some really solid. I needed to hear that.
Well, good luck to you, Morgan.
Thank you very much, Mr. Geck.
You have a good rest of the night.
You too. Call from
Tyler.
Tyler, you big baby.
What's up, buddy?
What's ever up, Tyler?
Not too
I mean, what does
much.
that even mean?
I just tuned into your stream for the first time and thought I'd try calling.
Oh, how'd you find it?
I was just scrolling on Reddit after work, sitting on the couch with my girlfriend, and saw it pop up.
Oh, well, Tyler, how did you and your girlfriend meet?
We actually met online. We met through a dating app, and she moved states to be with me.
She moved states to be with you.
After 6 months, she moved states, uprooted her whole life, and came out here to be with me.
Wow. It's interesting. You said she uprooted her whole life. What was she leaving behind in her? Can I ask where she went from to?
I'll tell you where she came from. She came from Illinois.
Okay.
And we live in Iowa. I guess it's not a big secret. And she uprooted her chicken. She was hand raising chickens, and she had to leave them behind.
She had to leave them behind. She didn't bring them with you. You didn't start a farm in your own place.
No, unfortunately, I don't think they would have probably liked the move, and we also couldn't find like a cheap farm to rent that we would have access to that.
Now, why did she come to you instead of you going to her?
I have kids that live in this state with me in Iowa.
Okay.
I didn't want to give them up.
Interesting. I feel I would if someone did that for me, I would feel all like obligated. I feel obligated to give them a fantastic relationship experience. I'd be like, all right, the life I am going to give you, I already see the life you have, and I now have to give you a life that is as good, if not a little bit better than that life.
Yeah, and I do what I can to try to, make her happy.
What app did you guys meet on?
It's a pretty obscure dating app that actually doesn't exist anymore. It's called Fetter. It was specifically for BDSM relationships.
Are you a sub or a dom?
We both switched.
Oh, okay.
With each other.
Do you have like a preference though?
I prefer to be dominant, yeah.
That's cool. How old are your kids?
My older son is 5, and my younger son is almost 3.
How old do you think you'll wait until they are to tell them that you guys met on a BDSM dating site?
I've never been asked that question. I'd say maybe when they're old enough to understand what that all entails.
I'm not 100% sure I'm old enough that I understand 100% of what that entails.
Yeah, but there's obviously, a stigma around what BDSM is.
Sure.
Some people think it's abusive. Some people, enjoy it very much. I'd like to think I'm going to explain things to my children in a way that they can see it from both sides. I'm not going to try to force any views upon them. I just want them to understand this exists. This is how I feel about it. And you are free to feel how you feel about it.
That's good. You have you're sort of at the first line of defense in explaining, this community that you appear to be passionate about people having an appropriate understanding of.
Yeah, it's a huge pet peeve, especially of hers, when people will say that it's abusive or it's just a rape thing or something like that. It's a big pet peeve.
Well, listen, what'd you say her name was?
I didn't, but her name is Lucy.
Oh, your name.
Oh, my name. Sorry, my name's Tyler.
Well, Tyler, I have one quick question for you.
What's up?
Why?
I was trying to figure that out myself, man. I saw that was the question of the day. I guess my answer would be because.
You know, that's a legitimate answer to that question. It is kind of. No, I like that. I like the ethos of that because it sort of goes back to what I was talking about at the very beginning of this stream with, you know, not really needing any sort of a justification for doing anything. You know, why? Because. I like that.
Exactly. I feel like you and I would be pretty cool friends.
I think we would too.
Well, hey, thanks for answering my call. This was actually really cool. And, yeah. I'm definitely going to be a subscriber.
I love you, Tyler. I appreciate you so much for calling in. And tell Lucy I said hi. Tell the kids I said hi. Tell the dogs and the chickens I said hi. And I'll talk to you soon.
For sure. Love you too, buddy.
You know, normally I'm a sub, but I'm a dom for Tyler. No, I got that switched. That's not what I meant to say. I meant to say normally I'm a dom, but I'm a sub for Tyler.
Call from.
Hey, Cocoa Puffs.
Cocoa Puffs?
Hey, Cocoa Puffs.
What's up?
You know what? I wanted to tell you something.
I'm nervous.
Well, don't be. You know, I thought I would be nervous, but, you know, I'm taking it 1 second at a time. How are you doing?
What did you want to tell me? Hold on. Before you tell me this thing, is it one of these two things? Really horrible or really nice?
I don't know if it's either. Definitely more nice.
All right, what's up?
So I passed my driving test today.
Oh, how old are you?
Yeah, I'm 31.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, no, it's real exciting, and I wanted to tell you.
You passed your driving test. What are you gonna do now? Do you have a car?
You know, I don't know. You know, well, that's the hope. You know, I've been pretty good saving my money so I can just buy something new outright, whether that's a good idea or not. But the idea is get a car, and then I feel like I have a lot more freedom in my life.
Now, this newfound freedom that you have, what are you going to do with it? Where are you going to go?
You know, that's a good question. The bad thing about me is I'm already pretty content with my life. So a lot of other people, they have drive and ambition. They have things they want to get done. I don't really have that. But I do have a feeling that I don't want to be here anymore, which might be even better.
Be here as in where you currently are, location-wise?
Yeah. Location-wise, and maybe even in my life, but generally just dissatisfaction right now.
Sure. You know, I don't think that there's anything, I know you just said that this is a bad thing, but like, I don't think that there's anything inherently wrong with being content with your life.
And, you know, I agree. The problem's been when it comes to other people, because then they have these expectations of, you know, well, what's wrong with you that you don't want to do anything? And it's not that I don't want to do anything. My friend told me it's more like you got your checklist and you've already checked everything off.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, no, it's interesting. But I am glad to hear you say that.
No, I mean, I totally understand what you're saying. But I do think that you have no obligation to live your life for other people or in a way that satisfies other people's expectations. I mean, it's funny because at the beginning of this stream, we were talking about, oh, people have all these expectations of if you're going to do something, you need a reason to do it. But
right.
Also on that coin is if you're not going to do anything, you don't need a reason to not do anything either.
Right.
You don't need to justify anything you do or do not do to other people, as long as you're content with the things that you're doing or not doing.
Right. No, and that's 100% true. I agree.
But yet, You got a license for a reason. I don't think you went out and just got it just to spend money and for no fucking reason. You obviously wanted to go do things. You obviously wanted to free.
Kinda. You know, it's kind of complicated, like a lot of stuff in life is. But I would say, yeah, I agree.
Do you have a sort of a concrete list of? I mean, where are you now, if you don't mind sharing? You know, like what state?
I'm in Northern California.
Northern California, and
We're in the
you
part of
want
the
to-
state where they call Ammons.
Ammons.
Mm.
Where are you going to go?
You know, I don't know. I thought, you know, I don't want to go to LA. I don't want to go to San Francisco. It's fucking expensive, you know. But
Oh, I bet.
it's the same thing. You know, there's not really a place I want to be, but there's lots of places I don't want to be. I once learned in one of my philosophy classes that if you don't know what something is, start with what it isn't, and you'll eventually get close.
Mm. If
So
you
that's kind of
don't
stuck
know
with me.
what something is, start with what it isn't.
Yeah.
What are you trying to figure out?
I don't know, just a place that I'll be okay being in.
Okay, and you've decided that you don't know the place that you're okay with being in, but you know that it isn't where you are.
Yeah, and something that, for me, you know, my whole life, I've kind of been displaced by other things. You know, just control of my life hasn't been my own. I've done things, and things that I want, I go after, but overall, a majority of my life's kind of been outside of my control. So I'm kind of over that, but also it's kind of left me kind of apathetic sometimes, too.
Apathetic. Can I ask why you feel like your life has been out of your control?
You know, well, probably most of it stems from when I was younger. Things that just when you're a child, you get subjected to things. You don't really, you know, get to tell your parents, I don't like this, or I don't want to live here.
Sure.
I ended up going to foster care for a little bit. I had a younger brother who had a terminal disease. And I was very lucky that I was able to take care of him in his like later years, but, just lots of things that are kind of bigger than you know?
But now you find yourself, you know, pretty young. You got your license, and it sounds like you don't have a ton of, you know, you don't have kids, or I don't know if you have a wife or girlfriend or whatever, but it sounds like you have
No,
a ton of responsibilities.
I had a 5-year relationship that ended this last Christmas. I had at its height $120,000 worth of Dogecoin, but I don't know the fucking password, so it doesn't matter.
You don't know the password to your account? What you mean, like your seed phrase?
So yeah, the fucking thing, the password. So they're like, oh, make it so no one else can guess it. Make it like 24 characters. Like, oh, that's cool. So I did that 8-9 years ago when I fucking mined the Dogecoin, and fuck, I don't know what it is. I even got like some scripts to go to brute force it. I went over 75,000 different versions of what I thought it would be. I don't think it's that fucking password anymore. So, you know, I was pretty wealthy,
Dude.
But who cares? Isn't it fun?
Damn. That's fucking sick. That's the fucking thing about that is the one thing about cryptocurrency, is that there's just so many ways to lose it or like get fucked with it. It's not like a bank where you can like, you know, call them and get your shit back.
Exactly. I have so many people tell me, well, can't you just reset your password? I'm like, it doesn't fucking work. This is anarchistic banking. There's no fucking centralized system to this.
This gets us into an entirely different conversation, but
Oh yeah.
I feel like that's the one problem. Like, I wanted to move my shit off of they're like, hey, you got to move your shit off of Coinbase, because Coinbase is like centralized and shit. And I'm like, well, what? I'm stupid. I can't keep my thing in a thing.
For real, yeah. And then besides that, like, fucking, let's say I did have my password. I don't know how the fuck to cash out Dogecoin. It's in a fucking imaginary money. I have to buy Bitcoin with it, exchange it, and then cash out through that. And, like, there's all this other shit that I don't know about.
All right, enough talk about the cryptocurrency, though. You have your own life. All right, so tell me now. What are you going to do now that you have this freedom? You don't have any responsibilities. You have your car. You know, where do you want to go?
So that's the thing I'm trying to figure out. First and foremost, figuring out a car that's going to fit my lifestyle. I found out I really like biking, so I kind of want to just get on my fucking bike and go on some nice trails.
I like it.
Yeah, I can't do mountain biking because I don't know how, and I'll probably fucking die. So, but nice flowy trails. The first time I did that, I went through our lower park down in my city, and it's like a horse trail, just really mellow. During the fucking spring, it looks like a jungle, and there's all these wines and hills and shit. I just rode that, and when I came off, I fucking giggled. I was the happiest fucker I've ever been.
Hell yeah, man.
So that's what I'm trying to hold on to. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping to start with.
Who knows, man? Maybe you somewhere along the line you ditch the car, you buy a bike, you go across the country.
I'm thinking about it. I already got me a pretty okay bike, and it's served me well. I appreciate it. You want to know something funny?
Tell me.
So there's that series Dead or Alive, beach volleyball, whatever, big old anime titties playing volleyball.
Oh, I know.
So there was a trailer for one of the new games, and I was watching it, and I knew when that big titty girl came out, she was riding a bike. I knew at that moment I liked other things, because I looked at that fucking bike, and I was like, that's a nice fucking bike.
Right. You were less focused on the titties, and your attention went straight to the bike.
I was like, that's a one buy.
You got something there.
Yeah, that's, exactly. Everyone needs to listen to that thing deep inside them that just, just fucking makes noise in you,
Well, listen, man, keep following the dream, and what'd you say your name was?
Cocoa Puffs.
Cocoa Puffs. Well, hell yeah, man. I'm excited for you. Good luck out there.
Thank you, Geck. I'm so glad I got through to you, man.
Absolutely, man. Thank you so much for calling in.
Oh, hey, can I say one more thing?
Hit me.
So, the bad thing about all of this, I said it was kind of funny, is today is also the day I get to see my best friend for the last time. And it really sucks. I just kind of want everybody listening to don't put shit off. See your best friend. Tell them how much they mean to you. Talk to your family. Just be good. That's all.
Hell yeah. Well, thank you so much, Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah, thank you, Geck. Good night, everybody.
Good night, ma'am.
Call from to accept.
Hello, Rit?
Hello?
Hey, Rebecca? I feel like I'm trying to think of a name that starts with Rit, and it's Rebecca. What's your name?
That's my name.
Your name is Rebecca?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Rebecca, where are you? You sound like it sounds crowded.
I'm in my brother's room. Yeah, I'm sitting on his bed.
What's your relationship like with your brother?
I would say great, but he thinks I bully him. I don't think I bully him. I think we have a great relationship.
Can I talk to him?
Maybe, actually. Nathan! Nate, come here.
In his room. Where is he? Do you guys just switch rooms every other night?
Oh, well, I mean, no.
Why are you in his room without him? Do you have his permission to be there?
Have your permission to be here? He doesn't care, see? It's great.
All right, can I talk to him?
Nathan, say something.
No, hand him the phone. Hand him the phone.
Wait, I'm going to have a conversation.
Nathan, come on.
No.
Nathan, this won't take long. Nathan, I promise I won't let you. I promise I'll let you go back to your food very soon. Nathan, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you take me off speakerphone, Nathan? Nathan, I promise, Nathan, it won't take that long.
All right, here. There you go.
What?
Nathan, why do you feel like your sister bullies you?
I don't know how to answer that.
So you have it. So you're able to make the accusation, but you're not able to back it up.
No.
So I feel like then the validity of the accusation sort of dwindles.
Not really, though.
But Nathan, you haven't given me one good reason as to why you believe your sister bullies you. It sounds like you two have a much better relationship than you realize.
Yeah, but she still bullies me, though.
Why does she bully you, Nathan?
Yeah.
Nathan, go eat your chicken tenders. I'm done with you. Go eat your chicken tenders. I'm gonna bully you now. Go eat your chicken tenders, Nathan. I'm done with you.
He gave me the phone back.
All right. Look, continue to bully him. It's the only way he will gain positive character traits through harsh life experiences. I think he will emerge from this a tougher, stronger, more emotionally resilient person because of the stress that you put onto him. Diamonds are formed in the rough, Rebecca. Thank you so much for your service to America. You have a wonderful rest of the night.
You too.
Call from
American Spirit Black.
American Spirit?
Oh, it worked. Yeah, hi.
Hey!
What's going on?
American Spirit! American Spirit, yeah.
Not that kind of spirit. No spirit for this.
Spirit.
No spirit for this American.
Why do you have no spirit?
Because I'm broken and dead inside.
You're broken and dead inside.
I am.
You should write music
How are
about that.
you?
A lot of people write music about being broken and dead inside, and they use it to. A lot of people have made a lot of money making music about how broken and dead inside they are.
See, everyone I know makes music, but I'm just not inclined.
Everyone you know makes music?
Yeah, I don't know a lot of people, so.
How many people do you know?
Oh, personally,
Yes.
like close, I guess. 5.
You only know 5. Do you count family as people you know?
8.
Okay.
I mean, yeah,
know
as
5
people.
When you say,
you know, I don't
are these
count
friends or are these people you know?
Like my roommates and my partners and yeah,
You said partners.
partner.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like polygamous.
No. Single partner. They're sitting next
Why
to me
not?
right now.
Is polyamory something you would ever seriously consider trying?
No, it's not something for me. I find myself getting too jealous, and I also feel like I'd hate myself if I ever, stepped outside of the one person who I say I love.
So you have found a person that you truly do feel as though you love.
Yeah.
Why do you love them?
Oh, Jesus Christ. They've been there with me for a very, very long time. I have been able to depend on them to, stand up for me and things like that.
What's your name again?
Oh,
American Spirit.
Black.
American Spirit. For how like broken inside you are. I mean, you sound as though you're surrounded by. I just heard the giggles of some schoolgirls. It sounded like you were like surrounded by friends right now.
Yeah, I'm quite a nihilist. I kind of I don't take what I have.
But yet you're at this wild social gathering as we speak.
We're sitting in an empty living room.
Who else is at the party?
My partner and their roommate.
Okay, all right. So
We're sitting in a living room watching your stream on a phone.
You're not 100%.
I'm not 100%
you have
broken.
human beings that you're interacting with in pro-social ways.
I have decent social skills. I'm just I don't know. I'm pretty young. I'm lost. I'm only 19, so I don't have everything figured out yet. I do stupid shit to pass the time.
You do stupid shit to pass. Well, first of all, everything that you're listing, I mean, for how broken inside you claim to be, you are in possession of some fantastic gifts. You're in possession of the gift of youth, the gift of love, the gift of friendship, the gift of positive social skills. I think things are looking up for you, American Spirits.
Not for nothing. I was pretty jarred by the fact that you answered. I have my mental health issues, but sure. I definitely appreciate what I have in my life, and sure. I don't want to knock any of the things that are positive for me. No, especially on live stream.
No, I don't think you are. I don't think anyone would get the sense of you as being ungrateful.
Yeah, well, I am grateful as they're sitting near me. I want them to know that.
Good. You say you do stupid shit to pass the time.
Yeah.
What kind of stupid shit do you do to pass the time?
Yeah, I write graffiti.
You write graffiti?
Yeah, that's my main stupid shit.
Where do you go to write graffiti?
Honestly, anywhere and everywhere, but to do the big things like abandoned places and train tracks and trains and whatnot.
Your partner just moaned.
Did they? No, that was their roommate. I think it was. We're reading chat and we're noticing the other people that write graffiti. What's up, y'all? Throw up your set.
So you write graffiti. Now, what do you write? Do you just write your name? Do you write, is it political graffiti? Is it? I mean, what's the message you're trying to get out there?
Yeah, it's definitely. I consider myself, I'm not an anarchist, but I definitely have more anarchist views than any other. But I don't agree with all of them or enough of them to call myself that. But
your friend's giggling in the back. You're the most adorable little anarchist I have ever spoken with.
Thank you.
Hi, Jack.
You can, you could pet my hair if you wanted anytime.
That sounds beautiful.
Yeah, it's nice and curly and fluffy. American
Spirits. I mean, it sounds like. Can I speak with your partner, or the room?
Yeah.
Can I speak with one of your friends?
Yeah,
Hello.
Here's my partner.
Hi.
Hi, what's your name?
Olive.
Olive. What's Olive? American Spirits claims to be a nihilist. They claim to be broken and dead inside, but yet, I mean, you're sitting with them. You're laughing at with them. Do you consider American Spirits' perception of themselves to be accurate?
No, I think they're pretty sweet. They're a good kid.
That's what I was saying. I think he's a good kid.
Yeah, we're an emo group.
Emo group, like a band or just like a group?
Oh no, just a group, according to chat.
All right, he said that
American Edgelord Spirit Black. That was a really good fucking. That took that person a long time to come up with.
I'm imagining you guys in my head, like when I think of what you are on the. I imagine you guys as the emo, the goth kids from South Park.
You imagine us so accurately.
That's totally it. Yeah.
That's kind of what I styled everything after. I'm the little baby.
Are you wearing all black right now?
My shirt's red, but everything else is black. But it's like really dark red, so it's still goth.
I mean, you guys are so for goth kids. You're so you're so giggly.
Drugs are sick.
I work at a zoo.
You just said two. You just said two extremely random non sequiturs just now.
Well,
I said you are adorable. One of you guys said I work at the zoo, and then you said drugs are sick.
Yeah, drugs are sick, and they work at the zoo.
Don't do drugs. Work at the zoo.
Do drugs and work at the zoo.
Yeah.
I like the philosophies that you guys have. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I think that like 70s goth kids would be really pissed off at you guys for how happy you seem to be as goth people.
I agree, but I think that they're the posers because they force themselves to not feel things in the art of trying to look edgy and goth. I just like the color black, and it doesn't show off the figure of who I am, so I can do sketchy shit and not get caught on camera.
Well, I mean, it sounds like the subculture is working out for you guys. I'm happy to hear that you're redefining it in a positive light.
Thank you. Yeah.
Of course.
I mean, it is what it is. I don't know if it's a definition. I don't know how many people pay attention to us like that.
That was an appropriately goth answer. It is what it is. Well, thank you so much, American Spirits and Olive and Olive's roommate. You guys have a wonderful rest of the night.
Bye, Jack.
Bye. Have a good one. The roommate is the big giant fan. I just kind of started blowing your phone up because they're watching your stream, so you should let them say something to you real quick.
Sure.
Cool.
Hello, Lyle. How are you tonight?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing very good. This is amazing that this is happening. I've been watching you for probably 8-9 months.
Oh, shit.
So this means a lot to finally be able to talk to you.
Hell yeah. I'm happy to talk to you, too. I'm glad I got to speak with your friends. I like what they're doing.
Yeah, they're great.
Real quick, tell me, has the show gotten better or worse over the past 9 months, or has it just kind of stayed the same?
I think it's better. I think the calls have gotten better. There's more interaction. The chat is amazing.
They are.
We're getting bigger and better every time. You have great ideas. I'm so excited for Gecko Across America. Oh my gosh, that's going to be so cool.
Hey, you should apply, dude. I want to come do graffiti with you guys.
Oh, bet. Okay, I'll fill out the form.
What do you rate?
All right, rock and roll. The form, baby.
You gonna write?
Write Geck. No, wait for me to come. We'll write Geck.
We'll throw you up.
Rock and roll. All right, thank you guys so much. You guys have a good night. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Of course, man.
Thank you.
Love you. Goodbye.
Bye.
It's good guys. It's a good group of people. Are you still there? You guys gone? Yeah, they're gone. They're not here anymore. All right, I'll hang up first.
Call from
Scruffy and Scrumpy.
A Strumpy?
No way.
Way.
Hey man, what's good?
Not much, Strumpy. How are you?
How you doing today, man? How you doing, Jay?
Strumpy, can you do me a favor, Strumpy? I don't know if you have the stream on in the background, but could you turn that off for me?
Yeah, I got you there. It's off there.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Hello.
Who are you with?
My wife, which is Scrumpy. I'm actually Scruffy.
Your wife's name is Your name is all right. So it's Scrumpy and Scruffy.
Yeah.
How did you two meet?
We went to high school together.
Do you remember the day you laid eyes on Scrumpy?
Absolutely, man.
Tell me about that day.
Well, you see, we went to high school together, but we didn't really talk a lot in school. But,
Sure.
I hit her up on Snapchat. So I went and picked her up, and I went to the address she sent me, which actually ended up being her aunt's house.
Yeah.
And not hers. And, she had to come, running down the road. And it was just like seeing an angel from heaven, man. I'll tell you, just running down the road, frantically trying to get there before I went to her aunt's door. And it was love from then on, man.
Were you dangerously close to was she not allowed to come see you and she was sneaking out so that her aunt wouldn't see?
No, it's not exactly like that. See, me and my aunt weren't exactly close at that time, and my uncle, he wasn't a very nice dude, and if he had have shown up at the step asking for me, he probably would have had a problem with it.
Really? Your uncle would have wanted to pick a fight?
Yeah,
Scrumpy.
something like that, man. Yeah, so I'm glad that she saved me before I got smitten
Yeah, that
down
would
by
have
her
been
uncle.
trouble. That would have been trouble. But all right, so you said that
Oh,
your
yeah.
aunt,
But-
you're Scrumpy and she's Scruffy, right?
No, opposite.
I called him Scruffy because of his scruff.
My
On
beard.
his
And you're
face.
Scrumpy. Why does okay? So you're Scruffy because of the scruff? Why is she Scrumpy?
She's grumpy
against
because I had a thing when we first started dating that I didn't want to call her, beautiful or anything, because that's just the most typical thing. So I called her Scrumpdilicious, which is a
You
word
just
I made
called
up.
her an angel running down coming from heaven with the running thing.
Yeah. I just like to mix it up a little bit, not the typical.
All right, so you're scruffy, she's scrumpy.
Something
So
unique.
Scrumpy, you said that you were close with your aunt. You and your aunt weren't close, but are you close now?
Yes, and they actually love him.
Yeah, everybody.
Ah,
ended
so
up
it all
loving
worked
him.
out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you remember the day
we
that you
got
met her
married
uncle
and-
finally?
Yeah, I did, and we're actually really good friends now.
That's awesome. You were saying you got married. When did you get married?
October 8th, his birthday.
That's so nice. And so have things gotten better or worse since you've gotten married, or have they stayed the same?
They've gotten a lot better.
Yeah, we actually have a baby now, so.
A 4-month-old.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you very
Sounds
much.
Thank you.
difficult. Sounds difficult to have a baby.
It's not an easy task, but it's well
What's the
worth
hardest part about it?
No sleep, man. No
My
sleep.
back.
Yeah, and the back pain. Oh, it's relentless.
We had another guy. I don't know if you've been listening, but we had another guy call in. Similar amount of back
Yeah, I
pain
heard him.
from
He said
carrying a
babies
kid.
around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm 4'11" and 90 pounds soaking wet, and my baby is every bit of 20 pounds at 4 months. So,
Holy shit, you're 90 pounds. I'm 2 of you.
That's me, same here.
That's crazy. All right, are you
Tell
gonna have
me-
another
tell-
kid, or
tell me,
or
Greg.
just the one?
Oh, just the one for now, but we're hoping to have another one in the future. Get a little bit
That's
more
nice.
settled in, more financially stable.
That's nice. I like you guys. I think you guys are. All right, now how are you gonna feel when is your kid a boy or a girl?
A girl.
How are you gonna feel when her scruffy comes to pick her up for a date? You're not gonna try to pick a fight with the guy, are you?
No, man. I mean, as long as he's respectful to her,
I
treat
don't
her
know.
right.
I might.
She's the one to worry about.
Listen, before we go, guys, I have a question for you.
What's that?
Why?
Man, I have been asking myself that every morning. I don't know. What about
Me
you?
too.
What about you?
I don't know. Why do we do things?
Mm-mm.
I feel like
Why
for a
do
lot
we
of
do anything?
I feel like for a lot of people, it's just because like not trying to step on any toes, but just because somebody in a book written thousands of years ago told them to. And I don't see how you can.
Oh, you think a lot of people do things because of Jesus Christ, the Lord and Savior of America?
Yeah, I mean
Amen.
not necessarily just Jesus. I mean, there's a lot of things, and I mean, I'm not down on anybody. Respect to you for believing in what you
There's
believe.
also different gods.
But myself
So,
personally, I couldn't put myself behind that. So that question still floats out for me. That
Scrumpy
why
sounds like she likes God, but not ever like a different God, like an alt God.
No, I like myself.
Well, listen, good luck to you too, and thank you so much for calling in.
Hey, thanks. Talk to you soon. Love you, Gecko.
Talk to you soon. folks.
Bye.
Call from
Jeff.
Gem?
Jeff.
Gem.
Jeff.
Gem.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm so sorry. I'm doing great.
Oh, God, that's such a dumb question. I'm sorry. How are you is such a dumb question. I'm sorry for asking you that. I feel like you deserve better, because I started this off with doing that stupid thing with your name, and then I asked you a dumb question. If I had just done one of those things, I'd feel less bad, but I did both of them, and that you didn't deserve that.
I think a better version of that could be, how's your day going?
Interesting.
What's your day been like?
What's your day been like? What do you feel like are the key differences between those two questions? How are you and how has your day been? I feel like both could be answered with good and you.
That's true. I think asking about.
Well, no, I mean, look, don't just you can fight back on me with this one. You clearly had an argument planned with this, and I would love to hear it. I'm totally open-minded to being convinced on your way of looking at things.
Usually, I ask people I talk to how their day's been. I think I can get it's more specific than how are you. Like if there's anything going on particular with that day.
I always feel like maybe if you use those two questions together, like if I were to like say John, which name is John? Joe?
Yes.
To which one?
Jeremy.
Jem, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic. This is great. I'm glad I was able to get in today.
No, shit, that's the same question. How has your day been?
My day's been great. It's the same answer, except my day, I was able to get things done. I was able to see my kid for a little bit. I was able to see my best friend for a little bit.
Mm. You got something done. You saw your friend. You saw your kid. What did you get done?
I got some work done earlier in the day, and I got some errands done a little after that.
What do you do for work?
I am self-employed. I sell things on eBay.
You sell things on eBay? Is it like arbitrage, or you have like a store?
It's a store.
What do you sell?
Whatever I can get my hands on. Some figures, some books, some DVDs, some light bulbs.
Do you buy anything? I have some shit that I don't need.
You got shit you don't need?
Yeah.
I'll take shit you don't need. If you don't need it, somebody needs it.
A year or two ago, I was just like, I'm selling everything I own. And I just sold all my video games. I sold... to me, it's like I want to liquidate as much of my possessions as I possibly can, because if I need any of them back, I'll just buy them. If they don't have like sentimental value, then if it doesn't have any sentimental value, or I don't use it at least once, or if I haven't used it in the last month, I could probably just liquidate it.
I agree. I've been trying to get rid of a good amount of stuff that I have, which has been a lot of my own pop figures.
Pop figures? Like Funko Pops?
Yeah. I had an obscene Harley Quinn pop collection, and I've been trying to get rid of those, and just, a whole bunch of other series, just things that I've liked throughout the years.
Wait, so you have a Funko Pop. Oh, apparently in the community they're just called Pops.
That's just how I say it, just because it's shorter.
Is that
it's
just
easier.
you, or is that a thing? And if I go on the Funko Pop subreddit, is everyone going to be talking about their Funko Pops or their Pops?
I couldn't tell you. I wouldn't say I'm in any kind of community related to Funko Pops.
I feel like you own enough of them that you could be in the community. You've never posted a picture of your Harley Quinn Funko Pops on the r/Funko Pop?
No, not really.
So what are you doing it for?
For myself.
I'm curious about the fact that you have, because it's not just a Funko Pop collection of varied amount of Funko Pops. It's what percentage of the Funko Pops you own are Harley Quinn?
Well, at the height of my collection, I would say half. I didn't have too many. I mean, I had maybe 14 or 15 Harley Quinn ones, and then
really
about the same amount of other ones.
What are there? I mean, I'm not a big like pop culture guy, but are there 15? How are there 15 different Harley Quinns? Like what? Like her like alt costumes? To me, I different one of them.
Different costumes from different comics or cartoons or movies. There's black and white ones. I think I had maybe one or two black and white ones at some point.
Which is your favorite one? Like the one that you're like, I don't care if they have to foreclose on my house, I am not selling this particular Harley Quinn Funko Pop.
This one, kind of a cheap answer because I gave it to my daughter, so I can't really get rid of it further. But the one that I liked the most, even before that, is a Valentine's Day edition where she was pink and white.
It's sweet that you gave it to your daughter.
Yeah, her favorite color is pink, so she had to have it. And I'd be a monster to say no.
That's nice. I like that. Is she a fan of Harley Quinn, or does she just like it because she's pink? Because it's pink.
She's a fan of Harley Quinn from what she's seen, which is they have like a kids superhero girl show. She likes her in that.
Hell yeah. Well, what'd you say your name was? Jem.
Jem.
Oh, Jim.
Sure. Some
You're a
some
go with the
places
flow
pronounce
kind of
it
guy,
Jeff.
Jim. I like it. I like it. You're
I
gonna
like
raise a
it.
good kid. You're a good guy.
Thank you.
And I hope you have a good rest of the
You're a
night.
good
I hope you
geck.
sell a lot of light bulbs.
Thanks. Love you, man.
Love you too, baby.
Rock on.
Call from
Bronson.
Bronson, drink me whiskey. We're doing it up big.
Hello.
How old are you?
I'm 38.
Do you like being 38?
I mean, I feel like I'm dying a little bit.
You feel
So
like you're dying.
Yeah, like my body's dying a little bit, but other than that, it's pretty good. I make good decisions. I'm financially secure, shit like that. So that's good.
How much? What's your net worth?
About 950,000.
That's awesome. That's fucking sick. Do you own a house?
I do.
That's so sick, dude.
Yeah, it's great. I like my house.
Is it full? Is it paid off in full?
No, I have about 40% equity in it. So that's pretty decent.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think being 38 rocks, dude. You have $950,000. That's like you're almost a millionaire, dude.
I'm so close. I was a millionaire the other week.
And then the
market was up.
Crashed.
Yeah, I don't have too much crypto. But the market was up, so my net worth was over $1 million, and I was like, I'm a fucking millionaire, but now I'm not anymore. So that's how it goes, I guess.
What were you holding? What were you holding? Doge, ETH.
I have a bunch of stock in a tech company, and it was up, and now it's not. I mean, it's still up, but it's not like it was really up.
So why is your body dying? I feel like you have enough money, you can just fix whatever's dying in there.
I probably could do that, but it's just not like when I have a couple beers or wine or whatever. I just it takes 2 days for my body to recover from that. I can't even process. Not even getting going out and tying one on. Literally, I'll have a couple of drinks after dinner, and then I'm just hurting for a couple of days. So
really, just like a couple.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, if I just have 2 glasses of wine, I will feel that for multiple days after. I know it because I write software, so my brain has to focus, and so it fucks it up.
If 2 glasses of wine caused me to be out of commission, not out of commission, but if you were feeling the effects of it for 2 days, I would just stop drinking.
Yeah, no, I don't drink very much at all. Yeah, definitely not. Yeah.
Do you do cocaine?
No, not anymore. It's been a while, but I don't know. Maybe.
When was the last time you did
40,
cocaine?
Yeah. Probably at least 5 years ago. I think I was over 30, but not in the last 5 years. I don't think.
Was it your? Did you buy it, or were you with someone else and they were like, "Hey, I've got some cocaine. Let's do some," or was it?
Yeah, it's
who initiated the?
Yeah, I have an old friend, and then I'd hang out with him. He probably still parties like that, but so it's an old college friend, and had a good night. But I don't even think I could touch it at all at this point. I think I'd have a heart attack.
Right. I wonder if 2 glasses of wine fucks you up for 2 days. How long would you be fucked up after doing some cocaine?
Well, because
how long do you think you would feel the effects in your system?
Probably at least a week, I would think.
Wow.
Not at least a week. At the most a week. I think a few days. Definitely. If you're if you really go at it, have a good night of it, probably, on the tail end of 7 days, you're probably still feeling it. That's my estimate.
So what? I mean, real quick, like, what exactly? Could I hear something specific? Maybe something that worked well about your body 10 years ago, but now works a little less well. Are you talking about your penis, or do you mean like your legs and shit?
No, my penis works fine. My legs, yeah, my back hurts a lot more. I've had 3 kids, so like carrying babies around, I feel like kind of fucks with your back, and then just like lugging all their shit around all the time, it like puts like kind of like messes with it. So I feel like my back. I need to do. I was a couple years ago. I was doing hot yoga, and that was that was vibing really good. But then there was a pandemic, so that didn't happen for a little while. So I'd like to get back on that horse, I think.
Dude, you could just buy a sauna.
I could buy a sauna. Yep. Could do that.
Your life is sick, dude. What'd you say your name was?
Bronson.
Bronson, really quickly. I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Why?
Why what?
You have a good rest of the night, Bronson. I'll talk to you soon.
Call from
Brielle.
Brielle?
Yes.
What's up?
Oh, am I on the thing?
You're on the thing.
Oh my god, I'm on the thing. Hi.
What are you doing, Brielle?
I was making a video for YouTube.
You're making a video for YouTube. Are you a YouTuber? Are you David Dobrik? Are you Smosh? Are you Fred? You remember Fred?
I sing.
What kind of YouTube video are you making, Brielle?
Well, I'm setting like some original poetry to music.
Some original poetry to music. Is this you're setting a video of you reciting the poetry, or is it a text-to-speech video?
No, it's me reciting it.
What are the subjects of these poems?
Oh, they're pretty dark.
Do you exclusively write dark poetry?
It just always happens to work out that way.
Interesting. Brielle, I mean, you have a very sort of bubbly energy. Do you feel as though you're able to project an outward energy of light because you expel so much darkness in your art?
Well, I'm a music therapist. So yeah, my personal mantra is, who better to lead someone through the fire than someone who's already been burned.
I like that. Do you come into a lot of scenarios in which your clients are dealing with certain things that you've dealt with before, and that gives you a greater perspective on them?
Absolutely. I work with veterans in Manhattan, so I definitely find that I think they don't know how relatable they are to me.
Are you a veteran?
No, not personally, but we all have our trauma.
I have a question for you, Brielle.
Yes.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
Brielle?
Yes.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
Why?
Why do I have trauma?
Brielle? Why, Brielle? Tell me why.
Why work with veterans? Because they deserve it.
Well, you're doing a good service, Brielle. Where can I listen to your poetry?
Oh, my YouTube page.
Where can we find your poetry, dude?
Yeah, thank you. It's called... Thanks. It's called Fall Asleep with Brielle, and if you want to check out my music, I'm on Fiverr.
Is it like a ASMR kind of thing? Like we're supposed to sleep to it? Well, you said it was dark. Is it to like a shit you listen to induce nightmares?
No, I think it's more, I try to focus on like reading it calmly. My hope is that it's like relatable. I don't know, maybe I'll change the YouTube like name and just, call it Reading Stories, but I don't know, I just started it. All right, we figure it out as we go.
Well, look, good luck, Brielle. Thank you for injecting us all with darkness, and I hope that it teaches us all to be stronger to handle, future darknesses.
Yes, there's so many resources. Just find the ones that work for you.
You have a good night, Brielle.
You too. Bye.
Call from to accept.
Hello?
Hey, what's going on?
Not much. What's going on with you, dude?
Well, I have some tea to drop for you, buddy.
Ooh, all right. You have some tea to drop for me?
Yeah. So, first off, I just want to say I've been watching the show for a while.
Hey, man, I'm sorry. I can't, I don't know. Am I on speakerphone or something? I can't hear you super well.
Oh, my bad. It might just be my phone case.
Yeah, let's get that phone naked, dude.
All right, let me strip her down real quick.
Beautiful.
Can you hear me a little bit better now?
Oh, I can hear you much better now.
Okay. Well,
so hit me with the tea, brother.
So, first off, we'll say about 6 months back, I was dating this girl, and it was a long distance relationship. It was about 3 years, and I found out she had cheated on me with like around 10 different guys for the past 6 months. So, and she came up to visit me when I found out. So I told her, I was like, yeah, screw that. We're done. And then she sent me a video of a guy screwing her. And I was like, damn. And all my buddies were like, she's a hoe, man. It's good that you let her go and all this other stuff. And then,
yeah, that's a pretty fucking weird thing to do.
Oh, yeah. And then after all that, a bunch of my buddies were trying to hook me up with a bunch of girls. So met up with this new girl that I've been talking to for a while, and I just kind of got where I really don't like her anymore. She just gets on my nerves and does like annoying ass shit.
Okay.
But here's where the real tea comes in, where the good stuff comes in. Right?
Hit me.
So when I was talking to one of my buddies about her, he said that he thinks that she's got like chlamydia or something.
Okay.
And I was like, oh shit. Because we've been tearing it up in the sheets, don't get me wrong.
Look, by the way, I've talked about this on the stream before. Chlamydia, not that bad. Had it twice. It's a pill. You're done. It's not like, herpes or anything. I mean, chlamydia is not that bad. You'll be fine if the whole thing is that you have chlamydia.
Oh, yes. I've read up on that. A pill, wait a week. I'm cool with that.
It's a pill. You wait a week. But you're good. You're done.
Here's where the even crazier stuff comes in.
Tell me.
So we're kind of on a break right now, and I kind of mess around with this baddie, right? She's a baddie.
Sure.
And I just found out that she's married.
Oh, are you? Do you stop seeing her?
Well, she's still like hitting my line, and I'm kind of like blowing her off a bit.
But yeah, you should. Well, you should blow her because you don't want to get involved in other. I mean,
yeah, she's a married woman.
You just don't want to get involved in that. You don't want to do that. That will bring no peace to your life, I believe.
Oh yeah, and it's really funny because all my buddies always tell me. So I'm a biochemistry major, and I'm like studying to be a surgeon one day. And all my buddies tell me that while I'm really incredibly book smart, because I mean, I have like a 4.0 GPA right now. I'm fucking sky high. I'm making all A's, like the lowest grade I got to 96.
All right.
But they say that I am dumb as fuck when it comes to literal common sense.
I think you should stop seeing the married lady. Again, will bring no pleasure to any. Will do nothing positive for your life.
Yeah. Here's the crazy part, though. So
we haven't gotten to the crazy part yet. Where's the tea?
Oh, it gets crazier. So we'll just say, I don't want to say his real name because I know he watches your streams, but we'll just say Johnny here. Yeah, his best friend is this girl's husband. So her husband knows me, and I know him, and I know his best friend because we're best friends. And I didn't know that them two got married.
So with all this being said, with all the more potential for your involvement in this to bring nothing but bad things to your life, why the hesitation still to cease the activity?
Well, I mean, the booty's great and all, don't get me wrong, but I'm definitely like kind of blowing her off. Like, prime example tonight, she was like, come over to my house. I was like, no, I can't tonight. No, I got to pick up a boat in the morning. I'm getting
what's your name, man?
Well, you can just call me
or a fake name. What can I call you?
You can just call me Amen. Only my family knows that name. No one else does. Amen, you gotta break it off. You gotta. I mean, I would either cut contact with her completely, or just say, "Hey, I can't see you anymore," and then done. I feel like this breadcrumbing, this I can't tonight, I can't, anything other than this has got to stop. It's not going to be good, man. I would recommend fully cutting the cord on this one. This doesn't sound like good news for anyone. I guess it's just I'm a really nice guy, and it's hard for me to do that. Like with this past girl that I dated for 3 years, like I knew that she was cheating on me for a while, and I didn't really say anything about it. I just went with it. And then when I found out that it was not like 1 or 2, but fucking 10, that's when I ended up cutting it off because it was just too much for me at that time.
Okay, you didn't like it if your girl. Okay, you didn't like that your girlfriend was cheating on you, right?
Yeah.
So then you shouldn't be an active part in this girl cheating on this other guy.
Oh, absolutely. I'm with you on that. No more sexy time with this girl. But
so just cut her off. What's the problem?
The real dilemma is I feel like that I need to tell her husband.
Oh, okay. You didn't mention that. Because that wasn't the dilemma. That was not the dilemma I feel like we were working on here. I feel like the dilemma we were working on was, whether or not you should stop seeing this person. It's been a while. You're just now bringing up the idea of telling her husband.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I've been kind of breadcrumbing it because I don't want to like hurt her feelings or whatever. But at the same time, I know it's wrong. But at the same time, I also know that I need to tell her husband. But I know if I do, I'm a dead man and I will not be living.
Why are you a dead man?
Because her husband, I know him.
Okay, well, listen. Did you continue to see this girl after knowing that she was married?
No.
Okay.
That's when I cut it off, and I guess what.
Okay, so you cut it off.
Yeah.
I don't. Okay, I totally think you should cut it off. Personally, I don't have an opinion as to whether or not you should tell the husband. I totally think you should just fucking stop talking to her. I don't know if you should tell the husband. That's where I don't know, because then it's like I don't know. That's a tough one because you don't want to put yourself in that position. I don't, you know, you don't want to get involved in other people's shit, even though you kind of are, but you were unknowingly involved in other people's shit, and hopefully stopped being involved in other people's shit once you knew that you were involved in people's shit. That I don't know.
Yeah, and keep in mind when all this is going on, this is during a break between the girl that I'm currently talking to. We kind of had a break because she was saying that she still loves me or whatever, but she just kind of like feels like that she needs time apart from me. And she said that it was okay for us to see other people.
All right.
And she's still kind of like crazy about me, and it kind of gets on my nerves. And she's just not like the wifey type, I'll be honest with you.
I mean, look, if you, man, you're bringing up 50 different dilemmas here. Stop talking to the married woman. I don't have an opinion on whether or not you should tell her husband, but I mean, if this girl has a level of investment in you that you do not share, then yeah, I don't think it would be too terrible for you to sort of break things off, especially if you've already been on a break.
Yeah.
Because look, if the level of investment that you have in her is less than what she has in you, and you don't see that changing anytime soon, it's only going to get worse as it goes on.
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely, I get you there.
So, if that's the case, I think that you should, you know, let her down easy now, as opposed to, you know, you notice preemptively that there's a differing level of investment that you're not comfortable with. And that's only going to get worse as it goes on. So if this is a problem for you, I think you should get to it immediately before it gets worse.
Absolutely. Well, in that case, tomorrow I'm supposed to be talking to her about things. And I guess I'll probably just break it off with her. That'd be the best thing to do. And then to move on. Because like I work at the hospital, and I mean, there's a bunch of women up there that really want to, you know, be with me, but I really don't want to be with them. Like I said, I really just want like a woman
You're
that's a wifey.
You're just a medical soap opera in a box, man.
Yeah,
well, listen, Ahmed.
It's crazy.
Amen.
Just man.
Well, man, look, you know, good luck to you. Good luck at the hospital. Good luck with the biology. And, you know, your life's a soap opera. I wish you less dilemmas in the future.
Thank you. You have a blessed night.
You as well.
I'm going to keep watching your stream.
Good night, dog.
Good night.
Call from
Lazarus.
Lazarus?
Hey, man, what's up?
How are you, Lazarus? What year were you born, Lazarus?
1995, Geck.
Was that a good year?
I mean, I can't speak on the state of it from my own experience, but I know a lot of people that were born that year, so I'd assume so.
You sound shy.
Yeah, I'm a little bit of an introverted person, but...
How has this past year been for you as an introverted person, with everyone else sort of being forced to be an introverted person as well?
Well, I mean, I feel like I kind of had a little bit of a head start advantage, I guess, you know? It didn't really change much of anything for me, but kind of forced a lot of other people to live in a way that they're not used to and kind of adapt to the rest of the world.
So let me ask you something. As an introvert who, you know, didn't have to adapt that much when the pandemic started, how do you feel now that things are returning backish to normal? Do you feel any sort of pressure to be less of an introvert, or do you feel comfortable where you are still?
I mean, I don't think it's gonna change a whole lot for me personally. I have a pretty guaranteed job and stuff that hasn't stop due to the pandemic, but it might
Nice.
force a lot of other introverts to have to change up a lot, you know? Maybe they're out of work and now they have to go back into it, and they've been out of the game for a while, so it's going to be kind of hard for them.
What'd you say your name was? Lazarus?
Yes, sir.
Do you like being an introvert, or do you have a desire to be less? Do you have a desire to talk to more people, go out, do more things, or do you enjoy your current lifestyle?
I personally enjoy it most of the time.
Good.
I really like to read, and I enjoy, you know, quiet times and being by myself, and like a lot of introspection. But there are other times, you know, where I have to be extroverted or I want to be social, and it can be difficult getting out there.
Do you have anything? Do you remember the last time that you put yourself out there in a way in which it made you feel uncomfortable, but you did it anyway?
Oh, God. I mean, I kind of have to do it a lot with work. I work with, like, a lot of people, but I'm kind of used to that because I know all of them. You know, I work with them on a daily basis. Probably the last time I can think of was the last time I was back home, because I work out of state from where I'm originally from, and going to a bonfire with an old buddy and having to meet a bunch of new people.
Did you have a good time, or was it stressful for you?
I had a good time. It was pretty stressful because, you know, as an introvert, you don't want to be viewed as like the weird person at a party or a bonfire. So that was a little difficult, and, you know, being over analytical and kind of overthinking things while you're trying to enjoy yourself makes it a little difficult. But eventually, you know, everyone kind of warmed up to me and forced me to talk to them, so I ended up having a pretty good time.
That's good. It's helpful when you're in a situation like that, when the other people around you are, you know, trying to get to know you as well, you know, because a lot of times, you know, if you're an introvert and the other person requires you to make 100% of the effort, it can be difficult, but it's good when you get some effort coming into your way as well.
Yeah, for sure. It's kind of shitty while it's happening, but I think at the end of the day, most introverts are kind of thankful for, you know, having other people force it on them.
I like to try to do certain things like that that'll make it easier for the other person. Like if I'm like talking to, like if I'm in a group of people, and like I know one person and I know the other person, I'm talking to kind of both of them at the same time or whatever, and they don't know each other, I'll just say like, hey, have you met, you know, if you just say, you know, let the elephant in the room out of there, they don't know each other, and you know, draw attention to it. I feel like it makes it a little bit easier. Listen, Lazarus, before we go, I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
Why?
I wasn't expecting that to end up coming up this late in the call, but I think a better question to ask is, why not?
Get out of here, Lazarus. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Have a good night, Geck.
Call from
Melvin.
Melvin!
Holy shit.
Are you okay, Melvin?
No, yeah, I'm good.
Melvin, you sounded really nervous, like on the thing. Are you all right?
No, yeah, I'm good. It's just, you know, I've been trying a while, and all my other ones sounded better, but you know.
All your other what sounded better?
Oh, when I try to, when I said my name, because this is probably my 60th time. Honestly, I just try to, sit here spamming it.
Really? And all right, so you've been very persistent over the course of the evening. Yeah. Now that your persistence has paid off in a sense, and we are currently on the phone with one another, is there anything in particular? And it's okay if it's totally fine if not. But is there anything that you wanted to talk about?
Oh no, honestly, Therapy Gecko. I just, all I wanted to do was just talk to a gecko. Yeah, I'm over here chilling.
What does chilling mean to you?
I'm just sitting here back in my chair. This is the first stream of yours I've watched. I mean, I see you on TikTok, and I see all these funny ass stories every time. And that's pretty fun to watch. But yeah, I'm just over here.
This is your first time watching the stream from this TikTok, you say?
Yeah.
How long have you been on the? How long have you been watching the stream for? Like tonight?
Oh, like 2 hours. Honestly. Yeah.
Oh hell yeah! What do you feel like the TikToks give an impression of the stream that is not what the stream is?
Not at all. No, because I think they just give you, sometimes. They give you the highlights of the streams, and over here it's the full thing. I think this is better.
Well, thank you. I'm glad to hear that. Sometimes I wonder if because it's not always stories of people shitting on their mom's face and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
But it sometimes is.
Yeah. You know what? If you did take my call, I had a conundrum. I had a conundrum for you.
Conum me up. Come on my face. What's up?
So listen. So there's this a while back. I don't know. Okay, so I was at school, right? And then this dude, he paid me $10 to drink just a little bit of toilet water, and then everyone that I told about it said it was ridiculous. Like they would never do that. And personally, I think it wasn't a dumb move. I don't know. I think that's like a free $10. So I was just wondering, what would you have done in that situation?
If I were in that situation, I would not have drank the toilet water.
Really?
Yes.
It's a free $10 though.
Well, it's not a free $10. It's a $10 in exchange for drinking toilet water.
Listen, in my mind, I did thinking about it. No, I thought about it before. You might think, oh, this kid's fucking retarded. No. You know how many germs are on your phone and on your hands and just like straight like poop bacteria and stuff. And then you go and you eat a burger or whatever. And then now you're ingesting all this shit bacteria going all through you. I think it's the same fucking difference, in my opinion. I didn't get sick or anything. It was just a little sip of a little toilet water, and then bam, now I got $10.
How big was the sip?
It was just a little, it was the slightest little, nothing crazy.
I mean, what are you going to do with the $10?
I don't know. Give it to my mom.
You're going to give it to your mom?
Yeah, I love my mom.
That's very sweet.
I know, right?
Well, listen, here's the thing is that, okay, for me, here's what I actually think about this. For me, it would not be worth it because I find the idea of drinking water from a public toilet to be disgusting. But for you don't find it disgusting.
I don't.
So for you, it actually kind of is free $10 because you didn't really have to do anything that disgusts you. This was a pretty, how would you could say, nonchalant thing in your life.
Yeah.
So for you, yes, it's a free $10. For me, for anyone else who would be repulsed by the idea of drinking toilet water, it was a poor decision. But, whether or not a decision is poor, it kind of depends on the decision maker and how they feel about the thing.
I like that.
So, it's a it sounds as though you stand by your decision, and that's what matters.
Yeah. Yeah. Gecko?
Melvin?
Okay, can I just sidetrack everything? Because I've been sitting here watching this stream, and I was personally wondering, you know, I would if I ever got on the call. You know what else I'd ask him? Just because you know, kind of other topics kind of getting boring.
Sure.
What's the craziest? Okay, what's the craziest thing anyone's ever done to? I mean, I gotta assume that just people have told you some crazy ass shit. I don't know. Maybe done some crazy ass shit while on call with you. I don't know. In your years of therapizing as a gecko.
Well, in the 15 years that I've been doing this stream, a lot has happened. You know what? It's funny you ask. I don't have it. I actually get asked that a lot, and I don't have an answer for it. I really don't. I mean, maybe the Donald Trump as a time traveler thing was pretty funny.
What's that story?
Oh, this is a guy calling in to say that he thought that Donald Trump was a time traveler. But I don't really have an answer to that, Melvin. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's somewhere on my TikTok. But I really don't. You know, look, I take them as I see them, these calls. I try not to think about calls from the past. I try not to think about calls in the future. I try to think only about the calls that I'm on right now. So I think for me to bring up a past time would be me not living in this current time.
I like that, too. I like to live in the moment as well.
Well, thank you so much for calling, Melvin. I hope you have a good rest of the night, and I hope you don't get sick from the toilet water.
You too, Gecko. You have a good night.
Good night.